Tonight, new details about the recent closure of a popular Lewiston restaurant due to a health violation and the shakeup of code enforcement staff that followed. Emails reveal how closely some city leaders work to keep the business owners happy throughout the process. The I-Team's Dan Lamparello joins us now live with what they show and the reaction, Dan.
Well, Marissa, the I-Team received and reviewed hundreds of emails and documents this week through a public records request related to the closure of Da Vinci's early last month. Well, the city's health inspector was only following state law and code. Emails show some city staff tried advocating for the business after they threatened to close permanently, which some believe isn't the city's job. It all started on January 6th when the state received a complaint related to cockroaches at Da Vinci's restaurant in Lewiston. A city health inspector later wrote in their report that they found one dead and one live roach, which constitutes an imminent health hazard under state law, meaning the restaurant had to voluntarily shut down. But emails show that closure would set off more in-depth discussions with staff at City Hall after the owner of Da Vinci's began saying he might close for good or move. In an email to the Maine Department of Labor, the owner wrote, "We are planning for the layoff of about 55 staff and want to do the best we can to support them." The next day, Lewiston's city administrator wrote to city leaders, "As you might have read, things currently aren't promising for Da Vinci's staying here long term and perhaps not reopening in Lewiston again." While Da Vinci's did reopen after meeting the state's requirements, emails showed during the week prior, city leaders worked closely with the owners, even advocating to the state for them on a way to prevent the eatery from having to close again if another cockroach was found. The city administrator writing, "Is this a potential solution that everyone can generally support in order for reopening to occur?" Later adding, Da Vinci's has been a restaurant pillar in Lewiston. They represent one of Lewiston's biggest supporters. Have you ever seen the city work that closely with a business?
I have not, and that's what's concerning from the union perspective of what is the motives here.
Adam Jones is chapter president of the union that represents some city employees.
I don't think that the city would probably take that same course of action with a new business that just came into town.
In a statement to the I-Team, a city spokesperson says, "We would extend assistance to any Lewiston-based business, regardless of its nature, that asks for guidance in navigating complex processes or resolving issues." But Jones believes that shows a lack of support for employees doing their job to uphold state and city codes. And with the recent dismissal of the city's longtime code enforcement head not long after the situation, something the city denies is connected, he says employees remain uneasy.
Ultimately, they need to rise above this. They need to, look through the politics and really restore integrity to this system.
The I-Team tried contacting the owner of Da Vinci's today, as well as Lewiston's mayor, to get their side of this story and get comment. Neither returned our calls or emails. In the meantime, the city council is still contemplating eliminating the city's health inspection program altogether, putting that responsibility on the state. They'll hold a meeting about that in March. A reminder